start with something not too difficult. What are some of your major interests and hobbies?
I'm a big sports fan. I love to play basketball. I still play with a group of guys I've been playing with for 7 or 8 years now. We play on Wednesday nights. I love to watch sports. I'm a big SEC football fan, a Georgia fan. So this was a really tough weekend for me, although Florida did lose too. That was small consolation. I like taking walks with my family, spending time home. I'm a little bit of a computer geek and like to fiddle on the computer and do stuff, but that, that fills up what leisure time I have.
The principal position at Windsor High is one that's seen a lot of shifting in the last few years. Are you definitely here to stay?
Yes. My wife and I are committed to Windsor. Obviously, my daughter's here for a couple more years, but I fully expect to retire in Windsor. So I've got 15 more years probably to work, and so I would hope that the majority of those would be at Windsor High.
Speaking of your daughter, what's it like being principal at your daughter's school?
It's been good. She actually was one of the people who helped recruit me to come to apply for the job, and so she's much more comfortable with it than I thought she probably would be. Um, my son, growing up, I'd been his principal a few times in different places, and she'd never been in one of my schools, and so she kind of wanted that experience, I guess. We'll see how it goes. She did tell me that she's officially on the do not date list at Windsor High now because of her father, but we'll see. He seems to like it okay.
If you had to choose one famous leader as your favorite, who would it be, and what qualities of that leader would you most like to emulate?
Probably my favorite leader is Abraham Lincoln, and the reason I like Abraham Lincoln is because his leadership style was that he really tried to bring all the parties to the table. He got people, even his worst critics were in his cabinet, and his philosophy was that let's put everything on the table and discuss everything and then make decisions that way. And so that's the leadership style I'd like to emulate if I could.
I realized that before you were principal here, you were the principal at Pequannock. What is, for you, the biggest difference in administrating at an elementary school level and in a high school?
The biggest difference is really the size of the school. I've always gotten along with kids of all ages, so the age difference isn't really a huge thing. It's just the going from 31 teachers at Pequannock to 145 at Windsor High School, and just how much more complex it is to try to change or manage an organization that's that big. So that's been the big shift.
What are your goals for the school? I've noticed the new motto, Dare to be Great. How does that connect with what direction you're planning to take the school in?
Well, I think our goals for the school are twofold. One is obviously we want to raise student achievement for all students. We want more students to be successful and be more successful at higher levels than ever. I think the other thing we want to do at Windsor High is reconnect the pride of being a Windsor Warrior and recreate the passion of being a Windsor High student. So we want to make sure that everybody feels like they belong, that kids feel like they connect to the school, that the school is supportive of who they are. And I think if we do that, then our student achievement will go up.
What, if anything, do you think sets Windsor High apart from other schools?
I think our huge asset in Windsor is the tremendous diversity of the community. We have tremendous diversity, both economically and ethnically and culturally. And the beauty of that is kids in Windsor really like each other. I mean, for a school of 1,500 students, we have remarkably few altercations or disagreements. And kids here really get along. If you walk through the halls, you see kids, all different types of kids mingling together and socializing together. There aren't the layers that you would see, for example, in the South where I came from. So that's really powerful. And I think it's what makes Windsor High unique, probably in all of Connecticut.
Any final words for the students, teachers, or staff at Windsor High?
Well, you mentioned our motto about Dare to be Great, and I didn't answer that part, so I'll address that now. Dare to be Great is really a concept where we encourage all of us to be better each day. The challenge for greatness is that very few people are going to be those people who are recognized as the best in the world. I mean, I met Lennox Lewis, who was a world championship boxer one time, and he was the best in the world at what he did. But all of us can be great. All of us can be great students. All of us can be great friends. All of us can be great at what we do. We just have to work every day to get a little bit better. And sometimes people think greatness is just given to those who have talent. The truth is, greatness is given to those people who have consistency and who have hard work and who have dedication. And so that's the message for all of us, teachers and students, is we all have to just work each day to be a little bit better.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.